and welcome to today's episode of Wine Sessions in My Dining Room. My name is Maya Goslin. I own Sip Wine Education. I've launched this wine series every week, once or twice a week. I'm going to be sharing videos on a range of topics in an effort to bring my love of wine and education to you. Today's theme is something I think we can all relate to. It's comfort wines in quarantine. We are all in quarantine, and we could all use a little comforting, I think, every day. So when I say comfort wine, I don't necessarily mean thinking about a cold winter's night when you're making beef stew and there's a blizzard raging and you want to hunker down. This is more the wines, the styles, the grapes, the things that I kind of gravitate to when I'm out shopping or when I'm thinking about the wines that I really want. What do I want to drink tonight? So I chose 4 wines. I could have easily chosen 40, but these 4 are sort of today's representation of the theme. I'm going to start off with a sparkling wine. This is the Roederer Estate Brut from Anderson Valley. This is from Champagne Louis Roederer House, but this is made in America, so it's not a champagne, it's just a sparkling wine. I love this wine because it makes me feel like I'm drinking champagne, but at a fraction of the cost. It's very luxurious. It's a blend of 60% Chardonnay, 40% Pinot Noir. There's definitely a creaminess to this wine. I need to get a little taste. There's definitely brioche, a little honey, pear, maybe a little bit of vanilla in there. In terms of what I would pair this with, indulgent foods. So maybe lobster tail, crab cakes, and the most indulgent of all would be a creamy mac and cheese. Again, this is around $25, I would say on average for that. So, a champagne would be probably $40 and up. You can get something that makes you feel like you're drinking it at a fraction of the price. So moving over to France, this is the La Chablisienne Petit Chablis. Chablis is an appellation. It's about 60 miles northwest of the northernmost point of Burgundy. It's considered part of Burgundy. It is an appellation, so it's an appellation d'origine contrôlée. In France, they primarily identify their wines by the region, not by the grape's name. However, if you are drinking Chablis, you are always drinking Chardonnay. I'd say 99% of the Chablis that are produced are with no oak. There's 4 tiers. There's Grand Cru, Premier Cru, Chablis, and then Petit Chablis, which is what this is. It's usually a younger, fresher, zestier. It's not the lowest tier at all, but price point wise, it certainly is the most affordable, definitely. Again, with the lack of oak on this, you're getting a real representation of what the grape tastes like. So this is going to be cleaner and crisper. It's going to have a lot of minerality to it. I get a little bit of lemon, definitely that acidity there that kind of makes you go, woo. The soil in Chablis is rich in oyster and other marine fossils. So when you do taste this, you kind of instantly think of what would this be beautiful with? Again, seafood. If you can get your hands on oysters, this is a lovely pairing with it. Price point wise, this is, I would say, in the maybe $19 to $24 or $25 for a bottle. Again, this is one of my all-time favorites, so this is certainly one of my comfort wines. Moving over to the south of France, the Côte Mas, the Rosé Aurore. This is down in the Languedoc, so down in the southern part of France. I love rosés. If you watch this series on a regular basis, you'll see that I love rosés often. But there are many different styles of rosés from all over the world. This particular one is a blend of Grenache, Cinsault, and Syrah. It's really refreshing, silky. And it has a lot of nice red fruit notes to it, maybe a little bit of watermelon in there. I think a little bit of spice, nice acidity. One of the best parts about this bottle is, look, this is a 1 liter size bottle. So instead of a 750 milliliter, you get a liter, which is 1 bottle plus 1 glass. And I don't know about you, but 1 extra glass is very comforting indeed. On a price scale, this is between $10 to $13. This goes with a whole range of foods, but really this is perfect on a nice spring day, sitting on your back deck, or overlooking the water, or wherever you may be, and just sipping rosé. Very comforting to me. And also a twist off. Again, this is always going to keep your wine fresh for that much longer, although rosés in our house tend to go very quickly. And then over to my red pick for the day. This is a collaboration Pinot Noir. This is the Life is Good. Life is Good, you'll probably know from their t-shirts. Overall, it's a very positive message, and they donate 10% of their net profits to children in need. So it's wine for a cause. The overall sentiment is fantastic. I love Pinot Noirs. Pinot Noir from California is one of my favorite areas to have it from. This is Central Coast. Something about a California Pinot Noir, it's a little bit richer, a little bit fruitier maybe than one from Oregon. They're silky. They should have sort of notes of violet, red fruit, raspberry, black cherries. It's absolutely, that's really beautiful. Pinot Noirs just make me happy again. So I chose wines that sort of reflect my comfort level. And Pinot Noir, I would say in general, this particular one I happen to think would go really nicely with chocolate, maybe brownies, maybe chocolate torte with raspberries. But on more of a entree meal, maybe salmon or duck. It would be really beautiful with that. And this is probably in the $15 to $18 price point. So everything here is under 30. They really resonate with me. And if you have trouble finding some of these wines, just to note, wines and their prices and their availability will certainly vary by area. So if you can't find it, or if it's not a wine that is in your area, you can always email me at maya@sipwineboston.com, and I can try to help you either find something similar or suggest stores that will carry these wines. This is my new YouTube channel, so if you like these videos, please subscribe and check back soon, because the next segment is going to be wines for Mother's Day, airing date to be determined, but very soon. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you soon.